Episode 52. There's only a few more things left to do in Borgia Marina, at least a few more things left on my personal checklist. My personal checklist being Diana's checklist in her brain, the one that says there are 833 things for her to do here. We are currently at 779 things done. So I guess vacation idea number 780 is going to be bum around at the arcade. If we're going to be over there, let's wear this. To match the rest of the patrons, or I guess the owners. Chi-Chi and Muchi own the place, right? The arcade, I think. I'm actually trying something different this episode, so the audio might be different from what it normally is. Hopefully it's still usable. Ever since I started recording, I've always had this setup ready, in case I needed to do it. This setup being all of my recording stuff being adjacent to my PC. Usually just play games on my TV with the PC adjacent, OBS running over there on the other monitor. Whether it's on console or on the PC itself, I've always been playing the games on my TV. This time though, I'm actually playing on my PC monitor, meaning the mic position is a bit different and the audio is coming from the PC speakers and all that. All this to say that I'm doing this so that I can actually play on mouse and keyboard this time. Something I've avoided doing and kind of want to avoid doing in most of my recordings. They say that, well, when you boot up the game, there's some kind of thing that says that it's best played on controller, this game. But that's obviously not true for this world out there arcade game, right? It seems almost impossible to do on controller. At least I haven't figured it out. That and there's the issue with the whole HUD, which I haven't really figured out. I mean, I guess I could mess around with the resolution or something to try to make that work, but I don't know. We'll start with this. It might take the entire episode to figure this out. I may actually have to mess with the controls and the resolution if this doesn't work out smoothly. Actually, wait. Oh, that's new. You know what? When I go back to Turin, I'll buy it from my innuendo snitch. Very funny, out of this world. No. What's this game called? On Your Tail. Very funny On Your Tail. Because they have a Switch release for this game. Actually, they've been releasing patches for it, apparently. Even though there are still issues here on Steam, but I guess there are issues everywhere, so... Innuendo Switch, huh? What a name. Yeah, before we actually enter this, do want to mess with the controls a bit. I don't see anything for rebinding, so... Yeah, none of these seem like they would allow me to rebind. Guess I'll just figure it out. Alright, switching over to... find a place for my controller. There. Alright, now we're on mouse and keyboard. I have never played this game with mouse and keyboard. Hopefully the tic-tac of the keyboard doesn't come out in the audio. And actually the audio of just the game in general, since I'm not playing with headphones, might come out louder than usual. Hopefully not. So what's this? Spacebar? I guess it is. Is spacebar going to be our primary way of, like, interacting? I guess so. Good, we don't have to click with the mouse to, like, interact, hopefully, because that would be a lot louder. Definitely come out on the mic. Oh. There we go. Okay, we can shoot with the left click, but it's also possible with the spacebar. However, Once I click spacebar, I can't move the mouse. That's so weird. Aren't there other controls for this game? That's weird. You can control it with WASD and the spacebar and shift. I just switched the controls right now. But when you actually use the mouse, it like... well, Don't think there's any good way of doing this. I really don't want the clicks to come out on the mic. Maybe a quick check. Yeah, I think those are definitely going to come out in the audio. There might be no way around it. Kind of funny that they give you keyboard controls without the mouse. Do people actually play this with like the mouse without the mouse entirely? With just the keyboard? It'd be nice if I could just move the mouse and then press spacebar. If I were using my PS5 controller, I'd have a way to rebind that or something. Or if I could even just like switch between the two controls quickly. So I could aim with the mouse and then just press spacebar, but I have to click to go back to mouse control. No way around it. Yeah, no way to change the controls either. Okay. And we're just doing this with the mouse. Gonna be a lot of clicking noises, I guess. I'm really not used to using mouse controls, so this might take a couple of tries. Or I might not even finish this. This might be the brick wall that prevents me from 100%ing the game. Here we go. HUD's still messed up. We can maybe mess with that later. We can at least be a little bit more careful with our aiming, so we can get this thing, the boost. We may have to like spam attacks though, to prevent dying. Not being able to see the health bar is a huge problem. Obviously I can just try to not get hit as much as possible, but without being able to see the health, well, it's just hard. Another problem is that I can't actually see the scoreboard at the end. I should be invincible in this, right? That's what the rules said? Actually, how do I check the rules again? I didn't really see the option to. Yeah, we can see the scoreboard here, but it's not actually the real scoreboard. This is the only place we can see it, and we can't see the top score. There's no way to pause this, like, the way I would normally do it. I don't think so. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Guess we're just gonna continue. Ah, this stupid bird. Guess I can't shoot through these. Just gonna have to turn around immediately, I guess. Gotta watch out for those werewolves, I guess they run at you. Only take one hit though. Strategy for this is going to be the same that I mentioned previously in one of the other attempts. Damn. Strategy being that I think I need to spam shots in front of me just so I don't get hit by one of these things. Crap. And I take my time with the shots behind me. Alright, I said that, but it's not working out. I want to take the time with the shots behind me so I can get that boost. It's actually pretty precise on the skeletons. Hard to hit them then. Or harder to hit them than anything else. Sometimes with the color, it's hard to see like the birds and whatever. If this attempt doesn't work out, I am going to have to fix the resolution or whatever. Assuming the resolution can fix my problem here. We can't even see our own score, so I don't know like when to stop. I guess we're just gonna keep going. Well, this is the first time we've actually made it to day 2, so at least this is kind of working out. That's a new type. Some kind of Frankenstein. At least they're actually easy to form the shots off of. They seem kinda slow though. Oh, this guy. They're faster than they seem. I just gotta keep on turning around. Yeah, I like these Frankenstein guys, they're really helping me out here. It's actually the green rabbits that I'm kind of most afraid of, alongside the birds. The skeletons are kind of annoying, because it makes me lose my combo if I miss them. Werewolves are a little bit scary. Funny that you can only see the scoreboard, like, in this in-between, when you're at daytime or whatever. Does your score only get recorded when you reach this room? Like you have to go to the evening and then the subsequent day to record your score? Hopefully not. We're actually a lot further than I thought we would on the scoreboard, just on day 2, morning or whatever. If it's like 1,000 per... oh no, wait. It's not based on time or whatever, it's based on how many you kill, isn't it? So I should actually be spamming shots whenever I'm in boost or something, at the monsters behind me. And you probably get some score for just advancing the day as well, I guess. If we continue at this pace, we'll be at 6,000 at the end of another 1.5 days, so when we get through day 3 evening, maybe? So maybe day 4 evening, if we can make it that far. That'll be our break point for saying we made it. Maybe. That's new. Some kind of vampire. Oh, they kinda shimmy back and forth. How fun. Ah. It's actually terrifying. I don't know if my health retains from like one day to the next. Right, that one poorly. We can kind of see the score on the top right. This is going poorly. Not paying attention in front of me. I think you can maybe kind of tell based on sound when someone behind you is creeping up on you. Like you can kind of hear the rattle of the bones of the skeleton whenever it's chasing you, I think. Now that I actually feel like I stand a chance, this minigame is more fun than I thought. Even if I kind of want to avoid mouse and keyboard. Now there are robots. Truly out of this world. Ah. Keeping up on me. We'll save that Frankenstein. Oh. Really hoping those hits don't count. The screen kinda shakes and it plays a sound, but I'm pretty sure I'm invincible. Oh, hitting the heart actually counts. And a lot of enemies in back. Maybe we just go for the points. Kind of impossible to miss. How much points is that now? Oh, maybe it is actually based on time, because this is only 2,000 above what we just did. Yeah, we did make it through 5 rounds or whatever. So it is actually based on distance, I guess, so... Yeah, 5,826 would be just before the door at the end of this afternoon or whatever, I guess. The 6th round, I guess. With each day being 2 rounds, morning and afternoon. Meaning if this is... Well, just looking at the bottom of the screen, we're playing like an entirely different game here. Trying to guess what number this is. That could be a 6 here. Like a 69, or maybe a 68. So if we make it to this scoreboard by the end of the morning next day, then maybe that means we're in the top rank. It could also be an 8. It doesn't look like a 9 or a 7. Definitely not a 10,000. All we need is the highest score. Who actually has the highest score? It'd be nice to know. Well, actually, after we take the first rank, won't we push down number 1 to number 2, so I guess it'll be like a big reveal whose 3-letter name is under there. Except I don't recognize any of these names, like, based on who's in Borgia Marina. Is Nick maybe... No, I can't think of a Nick in Borgia Marina. These could just be not Borgia Marina names. Could be like developers or something. Obviously DNA is Diana. Alright. It's always these two, waiting for me at the gates. The welcome wagon. Because of the color scheme and the CRT graphics or whatever, depending on the background, it's really hard to see these monsters. Ah, skeletons every time. Huh, what the hell's that? Great, we've got ghosts now too. Luckily there doesn't seem to be any problem with like shooting things from really far away. I think a bird came through the door with us. We're probably fine. The strategy of having to shoot the door at the very end just so it's not blocking you is actually kind of fun. I made that one mistake of not shooting the door way back when. Now just think of it every time whenever I'm reaching the end. Gotta turn around and shoot open the doors. Alright, hopefully we can tell this time with the scoreboard if we're the top scorer. Now that we know scores just based on distance, we don't really have to worry about shooting everyone. We can kind of cache them, save them up until they're up close and personal, and then shoot them for the boost. The robots and the Frankensteins are really easy to hit. And they take multiple hits, so we did it. It was 6,800 after all, or something. Well, that went by smoother than I thought. Even without being able to see the HUD. Oh, I guess you don't have to shoot open the door. Or maybe I shot it by accident? Pawn. It was Pawn, that motherfucker. I can't believe it. He was the guy that we've been trying to beat this entire damn time. Isn't that just the truth of the game in general? He was the thief. He's the high scorer with 69.92 on the stupid scoreboard here. This has to be Pawn, right? It's gotta be. And not only that, he's also the final boss for the marble minigame, which we'll also get to this episode. This episode's gonna be all about games. Queen of Games Diana. Would be kind of lame if we just kind of quit the game as soon as we beat the high score. These arcade games are meant to be played until you actually, well, naturally, organically lose, right? It's not like I solved the game, so I'm pretty sure it's going to happen pretty soon. Let's just keep going until I die. Maybe I can get 10,000 on the scoreboard. Make it so that Pawn in his eternal life in Borgia Marina can never ever beat my score. What a terrible fate, right? Trapped in a world, a little bubble of a town where you can never beat the high score on the arcade game. The ghosts are scary because you can only hit them while they're visible. So if you're not careful, they can really creep up on you. At least they don't shimmy back and forth like the skeletons or the witches or these vampires. These stupid skeletons. Ghosts. Ghosts! Ghosts! Give me the boost! Really should have focused on the ghost first. The vampires seem to be like easier to hit when they're kind of taunting you from afar. They become more of a problem when they start chasing you and shimmying back and forth. I wonder what the limit on this is, like the days. In code and all of that. Like how there's, apparently, I think this might have been disproven or worked around. In old arcade games like Pac-Man or other things like Donkey Kong, there is like a natural limit due to hardware to whatever level you can get to. Obviously more modern games probably don't have that problem. Maybe something with floating points or something, I don't know. There's gotta be some kind of limit to this game, right? We're not gonna hit it in this episode. Not even gonna try for it. Beyond just trying not to die. Turns out you don't really need twitch reflexes to beat this, you just need mouse and keyboard and to aim a little bit. Maybe you could do it on controller if you really tried. Just really had to aim your shots, I think, if you can't get rid of all the guys on top of you. It's worse than when they get the drive-bys whenever they're standing in front of you. Let's actually test this. Can we not go through the door if we don't open it up? Oh, you just go through. Huh. I could have sworn I got stuck on the door one time. Maybe they updated that? I don't think so. I seem to recall like opening one door and then leaving the other door open in that building and then getting stuck on the one door. In fact, it's probably captured on my video, one of my older videos when I started playing this. Oh. It really hauled up. I think they're getting faster now. At least the ghost seems faster. It's entirely possible that the game doesn't like get much harder outside of introducing everything that they've already introduced. We're done seeing new things, it seems. So in that sense, this might be one of those games that just kind of has a natural upper limit to difficulty, that really the only thing that's preventing you from reaching the very end is just your own patience or fatigue or whatever. Most arcade games, I think, are just designed to infinitely get harder, whether that means getting infinitely faster or something like, I don't know, less health or reaction time or increased speed or something. Might have hit the upper limit on this. If we have, maybe I will actually call it quits, because we could just be here for hours until we actually die. I think they are increasing the amount of enemies. Yeah, when they pile up like that, you can just kind of spam behind you. And actually, if they keep on increasing the amount of enemies, it makes it easier to get the boost. Well, if they increase the amount of enemies in front of you, then it becomes a huge problem to survive. Ah. Alien's hard to hit. Trying to hit that hard. Way in the distance. Not sure if I got it. Let's try to replicate what I remember, what I think I remember. Just like shoot open one door and then leave the other door open. Okay, you don't get stuck on it. Maybe I just remember it wrong. And look at that, we're in the 10,000 range. Alright. Maybe we die at the end of this? Just so we're not here forever. It might be a pain in the ass to remove all the clicks manually if my audio post-processing that I usually do doesn't get rid of it. I don't want to have to worry about it. If they wanted to be mean, they could like limit the amount of shots that you can do or something, or make you have to reload. You can't just kind of spam it if you're getting harrowed. But obviously the boost mechanic prevents you, or discourages you from doing that. They kind of sound like bugs. Actually, they're like alien vampires or something, so... Okay, we actually got killed naturally. It just kind of creeped up on me. 11,950, I think. That's a score to beat, Pawn. Let's see if you can do that. And back to controller. Not bad, but I can do better next time. Diana, you have the high score. Know when to quit. Am I getting overly competitive? With yourself, it seems. We got the high score. What do you think of that? I actually didn't see their names up on the scoreboard, despite them being, like, the only people here. Don't think they have anything to say about that. Alright, I could switch back over to my usual setup, but that would mean having to pause the episode and then doing some stuff while editing to make that go back. To go back over to my TV in between all of that. Just gonna keep on playing on the monitor that I have here. While we play marbles with Pawn. One last game to upstage Pawn in. You know what time it is.
Hey.
By the way, since we did beat his high score, can we actually talk to him about it? Probably not, but... No. He'll just have to figure that out on his own. And of course we gotta do it in our swimsuits. Although, this is the Space Fort track, right? Pawn, I've changed my mind. One moment. And just remember there are 2 more outfits that we haven't collected yet. We should have enough to buy both of them. And since this whole track is Space Fort themed, and I guess we just played a game called World Out There, or whatever, having to do with aliens and monsters or whatever, mystical shit like that, we're gonna wear something appropriate. We're just here for your clothes. We have enough for both. We will have to spend Lira to get the rest of the artwork, I think. How much are we missing? Let's see. 32. I guess we'll start at 20 and work backwards. Yeah. So that's 32 plus... That'd be 44. Or that'd be 52. And 60, 80. Total of 80 Joker cards. After getting these, we will have 3 left over, so 77 Joker cards. Basically 77,000 Lira, since I don't know of any other way to get more Joker cards. I think we're kind of tapped out at this point. And here I thought we wouldn't have to worry about money anymore. We got so much money for the Lords of the Sea. Well, not the Lords of the Sea. We only got 1,500 for that and the badge. For whatever reason, we got more money for just catching all the fish, which I guess includes the Lords of the Sea. Or that could be a separate thing for catching everything other than the Lords of the Sea. If it's the latter, that would be weird, how much more money you get. I guess the Lords of the Sea aren't really hot on the market. We'll keep this on, but change into this. Since we're going into space for this marble track. Now hopefully we can work around Pawn's cheating. It's cheating, by which I mean me going out of bounds and somehow not being able to find a way back in bounds. That was him cheating when that happened to me. I like this one, a little gold and black. It was recently Golden Week. It's over, but still kind of being celebrated in the form of all the golden bikinis going around on social media. Even after Golden Week ends, golden bikinis continue. Too bad Diana can't get a golden bikini. I guess this is the closest thing with gold on black. Alright, we're going first. That's a good sign. We won the coin flip even though we didn't see the coin. This is a hard one, because you have to go uphill and position yourself behind shovels or whatever, and get around Pawn whenever he does that. We can't aim high enough to, like, go around this. Damn. I was actually trying to use the mouse there to aim higher in case it might actually work. Doesn't seem to. And of course, Pawn can cheat and aim higher than we can to shoot over us. Alright, we're doing this again. I would have figured. Gotta position ourselves behind the shovel, but I think last time I got up without using it. Crap. I think that was because of the ricochet, not of Pawn. Alright, he got up without using the shovel. That means we can too. Well, that's not true. He can aim higher than us. Alright, it worked out though. He went shallower than I thought he would. I guess he's prepping to not go downhill. Well, Diana plays full force 100% of the time. We can get up this, right? If Pawn isn't in the way. Damn, we just put him in the perfect position somehow. He's like not rolling downhill. He's cheating. He used his grappling hook to like lodge his marble into the sand. His marble has its own grappling hook. Alright, we can catch up. Alright, this is the hard part, and it's also where I got out of bounds somehow. I think what we want to do is lay up over this way, just a bit. Not playing 100% full force all the time, I lied. Damn it. He got in front of us again. Sky. Even if he didn't end up being the thief, he definitely would have been the villain all along just for this. Alright, that should put him behind us, right? When he teleports back? Alright, so I think the last time I did launch onto the shovel by doing like a ricochet like this. No, I don't think I did. That's right. Pawn's already doing what we should be doing. We gotta go in between the shovel and the sand on the left side. If we can actually get around him. Okay, we're just back where we started. And we are back where we started. Incredible. Incredible how that works out. I can't believe this. Maybe we just fix it like doing this. Nope, we're back here. And pawn goes right, back, in front. What do we do? Maybe like this? Alright, that did push him out of the way. And he is right there. Great. He just wants to be with us forever. We're trapped here, eternally, in this eternal town. On this one marble track. Launch between this yellow whatever this thing is and Pawn's marble. We gotta break out of this somehow. Even if it means giving him the lead. Try doing this. That might be different. We do know he can break out of this, great. I mean, this is slightly different. He's like to the right instead of the left. Last time we played this with him, he did break out of this one hill and like make it to all the way to the end. Perfect. That's perfect. We got here last time. Oh great, and he used his grappling hook to lodge into the sand again. We somehow broke him out of it too. Alright, now we just need to knock it out of bounds. Last time I gave it full force to like break out of here, but let's just give it half. There. Now we're in front of him, technically. Wait, did that motherfucker just force us downhill? Okay, good. We used our own grappling hook. Don't tell Pawn. This could be bad, actually. He's getting a lot of ground. It just keeps going. Now let's try to catch up. I don't think there's any salvaging this. I can't believe Pawn. Piggybacking off of our own efforts and getting the lead that way. He truly is a thief. Hail Mary? Nope, didn't work out. Yeah, there's no way around this. Shall we be sore losers and just quit out? We're not going to give him the joy of actually winning. Well, I guess we still conceded. Well, we're not giving up. Yeah, this definitely is the hardest one, I'm pretty sure. They call Lectua's number 5, but this is the hardest. If we can just get a decent lead and not make any mistakes to make him get in front of us, maybe he will actually get stuck on that one hill without our intervention. Oh, that would have been good. But we don't need the shovel. Yeah, just stay stuck right here. That was perfect. Couldn't have done it any better. Is that the marble Pawn always uses, like in track number 1? Or does he change his marble for track number 3? Like he's got a secret marble stashed away that he uses only on those worthy. Probably not. His special trick marble with barbs or grappling hooks hidden underneath. Radio activated so it lodges into the sand when he needs to not roll downhill. Alright, so this is what we do. In between there. Crap. We can't let him catch up. That would be awful. This is the hardest part. This one right here. This specific hill. Like this. Full force. Crap. Actually, I'm not sure how we do this without Pawn giving us the ricochet. I think we only made it up last time on accident. Or luck. Crap. I'm just doing it the same way. Maybe I do actually need to go to the right. Oh my god. No. I can't believe this. We're back here. Alright, let's just try something different. That's not helpful. Can we do that? Can we just... Well, we can't aim that high, but can we position ourselves right here? No, we can't. It's those damn bards and his stupid marble. We're not winning this one, but I need to figure out how to do this when I'm just on my lonesome without Pawn. A little bit more to the left. Alright, that's how we do it. Pawn, that was just practice. We didn't tell you this was a real game. You just kind of crashed our practice party. But now it's a real game. No more cheating, no more practice, this time for real. Oh, he's going first. Why are we not seeing the coin flip? It's weird. Maybe something broke in one of the updates or something. Although I'm pretty sure this game didn't update in like a while, not on Steam. Oh no. This is why I hate going second. Well, even when I go first, he still winds up in front of me. Oh, there he goes, with his stupid grappling hook. No, please. No, I'm begging you. Okay, thank you. Well, we're still gonna kind of ricochet off of him, I think. Just try to get up there. Damn. Look at the angle of that thing. He was like a goat, hanging off of the side. Except we're the goats here. Literally. Now you're just doing this to piss us off. You could have hit it way harder than that. Oh, that was a nice ricochet. Alright, at the risk of letting him get the lead, or catching up to us or whatever, maybe we actually try going in between the shovel here. Actually, the angle looks really bad. Let's just go with what's tried and true. Well, I guess I only tried it one time. I'm pretty sure it's going to be true, though. Alright, that's dead on, and slightly to the left is here. Right around here. With the arrow right between the second and third ridges from the left, slightly to the right. Second and third ridges of this shell thing. Full power. Crap. Maybe not full power next time? He says unstoppable. I'm pretty sure he's being sarcastic. Let's try not full power. Crap. This is going poorly. The problem is I can only practice it one time before I do it successfully, and then I'm stuck on the red shovel. And here we are again. What now, pawn? That's what. Okay, it's not grounds for giving up just yet. We're kind of in a slightly better aiming position now. Around this much. Perfect. Too bad we can't do that every time. Please, roll all the way down. Okay, no. He's smarter than that. Now we need to go just slightly. Don't want to overshoot it like before. We're still kind of in this. But he can aim higher than us, so he can cover more ground. I don't think he has as much force as we do, though. He's better at control, Diana's better at force. Crap, he's doing this again. He's gonna stop right there on the yellow castle. Can we catch up from our vantage point? Maybe. Alright, we can do the same. Oh, that's just gonna push him down, though. Or we're not even gonna get further. Crap. No, this is okay. Because the last stretch, it's just a straight shot. Which I mean is obviously bad, but if Diana is better at power, like I'm saying she is, pretending, then we can overtake him. Maybe. So much for pawn's control. Alright, Diana, curve it around. Ricochet off this thing. Hail Mary. We can win this. Unless he goes like full force in his last turn, I think we can win this. Or maybe we win right now. Thank goodness. 100% full force all the time. Not really. We're the Queen of Marbles. Pawn agrees. And he's the court jester. That's it. We're the Queen of Games. The arcade machine, the marbles, skipping stones too. I'm pretty sure there's no achievement tied to skipping stones, but if there was one, I'm pretty sure we would have gotten it. That's it. Pawn, go home.
Oh.
Die.
Oh.
No, we skipped him dying. There. Now go home. Right, I guess it's just gonna stay here. Probably he's gonna stare at the track, stewing in his own failure. We'll leave him to it. Actually, no, wait. I've changed my mind.
Hey.
Follow me. We're gonna have a repeat of our first day in Borgia Marina and pump him so full of coffee he gets sick and dies. This is my favorite drink. At least until he gets sick and dies. Oh, that might have only been for like the first day where he got sick. I guess it's not a recurring thing or whatever. It took him like 4 coffees before he went down last time, I think. One more try. It's just a waste of money, obviously. Okay. I guess he got some coffee tolerance. Can't talk to him about beating him at marbles. I guess Diana's not the type to gloat about her victories. Neither with the arcade nor with marbles. Well, now what? Let's have a look at this. We got all the clothes, all the tools and objects. My home still has quite a number of things we're missing, and that's what we're gonna handle next time. Tomorrow and tonight, I guess, maybe even the next day over, is going to be movie night at Diana's place. And actually it's going to be several nights, pretty much an entire week of movies. That's the plan for next time. Just getting all of these exclamation marks out of the way. Got all the fish. Still haven't met 14 inhabitants, which is quite an astonishing number. Gonna have to figure out where they are sometime. Only 4 trophies remaining. Problem is, these are... well, they're secret. There's no way of knowing what you're missing. Actually, I think one of the achievements is getting all the cards, and these achievements are actually cards, so... would the last card just be one of these achievements that is getting all the cards? Probably not. And art. Wait, art? Oh, that art. I thought like Cecilia's art. Yeah, we do need money for that. Probably gonna have to farm some necklaces or something. Or work somewhere else for all that money. I think there's still some conversations we can have about these books. I think there's only 2 more episodes worth of stuff here. We're gonna have a big movie night. That's gonna be like 1 episode. Pretty sure it's gonna last the entire episode. And then after that, we're just gonna wrap up here in Borgia Marina. And then Diana goes home. Wait a second. Oh, I see. This is what we were missing, like for the longest time, the tracks. I remember looking at this and thinking I was missing like a dozen cards or something out of this, which should have just been the main story. But I guess this also includes like hanging out with friends or whatever. And the stuff that I was missing was obviously Cecilia and Adriana. Still kind of funny that there are only 4 interrogations in the game. And actually you can replay these, can't you? It's interesting. At least you can admire all the clue art. I'll just get rid of all these exclamation marks on my own time. Alright. We've got a game plan, sort of. And we should have enough money at least. Not for the artwork, but to at least buy out the movie store. I guess we're just renting them. Actually, everything we put in our apartment, it's just like temporary, right? Guess they're all going to go back to where they came from after Diana moves out. Or I guess the Knightley's on them now. Their taxation on Diana, I guess, for giving her free room and board. They just get to keep all her stuff when she leaves. Not a bad deal. Diana, think about which movies you want to see first. But don't think too hard, because you are going to be seeing all of them. Every single movie, with all of your friends. It's going to be fun. Now would be a good time to take a break.